Good morning, friends and family, fans, and like I said yesterday, finish line focused, fine folks. So it is the morning of May 2nd. It is about 7:40, and Halo
back on the road
is driving me back to Allen Gap, where her and the little children picked me up yesterday at the end of my 15-mile day. Today is gorgeous. We just had a beautiful view, which is what made me think about turning the camera on while I drove. But I didn't catch it in time to show you guys, but trust me, it was spectacular. And that view you didn't have to earn, you just had to drive there. Anyhow, she's getting ready to drop me off, and I'm headed for Irwin. She and the kids are headed back home. Got to be semi-responsible and keep packing things up and getting going. Last night was nice and chilly, great sleeping weather. In fact, we had the ceiling fan on and on high, and the wind really picked up, and we were cold. So Halo and I got to snuggle one last time for a little while, which is always nice. Oh yeah, there's a pretty stream running right along the road. Don't know if you can see it, but anyway, trust me, it was pretty. So today's high is like 61 degrees, which will be pretty nice. Maybe up in the mountains. Well, I think that is up in the mountains, so that'll be good. This morning is chilly. I think it's 50, was 51 degrees. Looks like it's warmed up just
No, it's 50.
Oh, 50. Okay, it's cooled off just a little bit. It's supposed to be kind of high winds today and maybe tonight, so I'll have to find a protected spot for my tent. But yeah, I just wanted to catch up and get started here this morning. So stay tuned and we'll see what the trail has to bring today. All right, welcome back. So I am a little ways up the mountain now, headed away from poor Halo. We had to say goodbye again, but it was a lot easier this time because I know she's going to be back. Her and the kids will be back in like 10 days. So that's pretty easy to say goodbye when you know it's not going to be very long. So you know what an amazing surprise having her and the kids show up at Bluff Mountain Outfitters and surprise me. It was a game changer. I was doing fine mentally, doing well emotionally, not doing the best physically. That shin splint was pretty bad. And by the way, this morning, everything feels well. I'm wearing those Injinji toe socks. I wore those kind of coming out of the Smokies and the last few days getting to Hot Springs, and wow, my feet feel great. Yesterday I wore my old Darn Toughs, which by the way are already getting kind of holes in the heels. Anyway, I wore those Darn Toughs, and man, I got like several blisters kind of hurting or whatever, kind of reappearing or popping back up, and so I taped them up. But today I'm wearing those toe socks, and man, they are feeling very well, very good. So I'm a fan of those. Let me tell you, in fact, I think I'm going to have Halo order me another pair and send back one of my, hey, good morning. Send back one of my Darn Tough pairs. Lighten that up. But anyway, let me talk a minute about the family leaving. So it's kind of a telltale moment for me, and that is, you know, is them leaving or showing up and then leaving going to discourage me or motivate me? And I'm very, very pleased to announce right now that definitely motivates me. I know that in my mind, the only way to get to my family is through Katahdin in Maine, and so that's where I'm headed. If I want to spend more time with them and be with them, I have to go through 11 more states. And by the way, I think I mentioned it, but I've been bouncing between Tennessee and North Carolina for the last week and a half or whatever. So anyway, definitely motivating to get to spend more time with my family, and knowing that they're going to come out, you know, a couple times this summer and I'm going to get to see them. That all helps. Whew, big hill. Yeah, that all helps. So, yeah, thoughts from the trail is, boy, well, let me stop there for a second. About the whole family, great to have them. Great to get back to business, the business at hand, which is tackling this trail and seeing what the Lord has in store. So, beautiful morning. It's the first morning I'm not just covered in sweat, hiking 45 minutes and mostly uphill. So, yeah, great morning. Great to be alive. Great to be out here enjoying this beautiful creation and beautiful trail. Check back in a little bit. So it has been almost 2 hours. It's like 9:30, and the trail today has been pretty nice overall. Pack is super heavy, so I've got 3.5 days of food, which probably is more like 4 days of food. I've got a lot. Old Deer Halo hooked me up with a lot of good victuals, and so got quite a bit I'm carrying with me. By the way, thank you so much. Like Fuller family, that beef jerky is amazing. It's so good. So I'm packing a lot of beef jerky. My mom, thanks for the cookies and the pretzels. I'm packing those out also. Not the whole thing of cookies, but just enough to get me to the next town, which is Irwin, Tennessee. And I've got more in that resupply box. So anyway, but thank you for that. Thank you, Heather, for the tea bags. I'm going to try those out this evening, or try one out this evening, the green tea. And I'm not a big tea guy, but I'll probably drink that and definitely try the bag on the blisters. So yeah, like I said, the trail's been very gentle. Some ups coming up out of the Allen Gap where I started, and then I went through a little gap back there and a decent little up out of there. But boy, the trail's been wide and smooth dirt for the most part, few rocks and few roots. So it's been really a gentle trail. So I'm hoping the goal for today, I'd love to do 18 and get to this second shelter. And I do not know the name of that shelter, but there's one at like 5. Oh, you know what? There's one at 10. So it'd be like the third shelter. Because I'm going to stop at this 5, eat a quick bite, and get some water, and then push on. And probably do the same thing at the 10, I guess. Unless I'm feeling good or whatever, I may just push on and go to the 10. But boy, water on this stretch is fairly scarce. You kind of got to go to the shelters, and then it's like 100 yards or something from the shelter, even to get to the water. So, yep, the stretch, you see, I mean, there's no views at all. It's just green woods. This mountain laurel or rhododendron, I've heard people say both. So if somebody knows for certain what these are, these things that line, whoops, sorry about the sun, these things that line the trail, I'm not sure. Like I said, I've had comments for both. Oh, question. Guys, you guys are smart and know a lot about hiking and sweating. So I really like to and need to wear some heavily polarized Oakley sunglasses to help me with contrast and depth perception. But because it's been so hot, I'm sweating so much, they're fogging up terribly. Is there a product out there or a technique to fog-proof my lenses, help them to not fog up so bad? Because boy, it's even worse having foggy lenses than no lenses. So haven't been able to wear them very much lately. So somebody, if you could respond on that, and that would be awesome. I would very much appreciate it. So gonna have to really listen to my body and take care of this shin and see how it goes. But again, I'll either try to do roughly 15 in stealth camp or 18 and get to a shelter. That'd be great. All right, push on through the green tunnel right now. Still nice and cool. Sweating some, because there's been a fair amount of uphill. So sweating some, but nothing like normal, like what it's been. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys so much. Thanks a lot for coming along. All right, made it to Little Laurel Shelter, 4.9. So 5 miles from where I started. Made it in 2 hours and like 7 minutes or something. So just over 2 hours. So I'm happy with the pace so far. And guess what I am enjoying? You guessed it. Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts. And I've got some of the Fuller's homemade beef jerky here with me too. So nice little bit of protein and some carbs and some sugar. So feeling good. Water's in 2.2 miles. There's a nice spring right on the trail. So I'm waiting to go there for water, so I don't have to go out of the way like 100 yards or whatever it is here. I don't even know where the water is. So I'll just wait for about another hour and get some water there. So enjoying this nice little shelter. It feels really good. Take a load off, prop up my leg, get it elevated, and hopefully keep that swelling down in my little shin splint deal. So tiny little shelter, but a nice one, good little view. And boy, is it nice and cool out right now. That is such a treat, having the cool air. So looking forward to camping tonight and hopefully getting a good night's sleep. Alright, I'm not going to be able to film much and walk along here, but I wanted to show you the trail. Parts of this trail today have been some of the best maintained, nicest piece of trail on the whole trip. I mean, wide and dirt and beautiful. And then parts have been really rocky. And so I'm showing you some of the really rocky stuff. And I think it's going to get worse. There's a couple of great views coming up. So I want to save some time on my video for those great views, but just thought I'd show you the trail. Not sure the distance I'll be able to make today, considering the rocks. Boy, I've slowed way down. Had a great piped spring back there a little ways, and sat down and enjoyed some of Mom's pretzels and some beef jerky. But yeah, I met some southbounders and they said, great views, but you'll be tired of the rocks. So here we go. Yeehaw. All right, what do you think of this? Let me step down. Sorry about the camera for a second. All right, there. I'm climbing up on these rocks. Oh boy, better not go further forward. All right, look at that. Almost no views today till now. And that is a good one. A very good one. Wow, look at that valley. Gorgeous. Shoo. All right. I look down and a little tiny bit of fear of heights. I'm okay looking straight out, but don't look down. Check these rocks out. The trail maintainers, which fabulous job. They've laid them out like stairs, but wow, we're climbing up to a big old view up here. At least I hope there's a big old view. And wow, it's been yeah, rocky and neat. Just met a man, northbound through hiker from Ohio named Slow Lane. He's been out for a while and taking it easy. So his name is Slow Lane. But you know what, like he just said, a lot of people dropped out so far. And he's still here. That's awesome. Hard climb, but awesome view. Let me spin around. I think it'll be even better up here. So let me keep climbing. Follow along with me. Root for me. Boy, look at these rocks, how they've laid them out. That's awesome. Boy, look at that. This is so cool. I'm on top of the world. Close to it. Okay, well, white blaze, and look over there. Hopefully you can see in the sun. White blaze. The only issue is, Lord have mercy, that. Oh my goodness. All right, I guess the pack's coming off, and definitely the trekking poles are going down. Yeah, this is bigger and neater than anything else we've done so far on the trail. Wow. Look at that. I'll show you when I get down. If I get down. All right, I must be a big whiny baby pants, because it wasn't that bad at all. Stepped down almost like a ladder. Yeah, no big deal. Kept my pack on, but definitely took my poles. Yeah, out of my hands. Free those up. Doing this one-handed. Because you guys know I'm like a spider. Sticky, creepy, crawly across these rocks. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can slow me down. Except for horrible vision and not being able to tell how far the rocks are. Yes, like a cheetah. Like a puma. Chasing a gazelle down these rocks. No problem, no hill for a climber. Hopefully you don't get tired of seeing these views, but man, I'm up here on top of this mountain, and I don't know why I never heard about this or didn't mention anything in the guidebook. I'll show you straight back there. But this is like the toughest section of trail so far. This is tougher than climbing Albert Mountain. In fact, it makes Albert Mountain look like not much. There's been some serious hand-over-hand sitting down and going straight down 6 feet or 8 feet. So it's fun. But boy, this is not a good day for high miles. So yeah, boy, it's neat, man. I don't know why I never knew about this stretch, because it is legit. Couple milestones. Well, one milestone, I guess. That cabin back there, and maybe Halo will put the picture in right there to show you, but that shelter back there was Jerry's cabin shelter, and it is located at mile 300.3. Woohoo, man! I have hiked 300 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Boy, I wonder what these plants are. Wow. Do a quick spin around. You can see this great big field, or bald, that I'm hiking through. Wow. They look almost like raspberries. Anyway, yeah, 300 miles. Legally blind dude, hobbling his way along. Made it 300 miles. So I met two girls back there, young ladies. Indigo and Dreamcatcher, and they are from St. Louis. And then I just met a couple, and his name is Tree, and her name is Renz, and they are from Connecticut. So they're kind of marching home. Something I've noticed at this point in the hike is that the people that have made it this far, and by the way, Bob Serpax-a-lot at Top of Georgia says 50% of the people that start a thru hike don't make it out of Hot Springs. And I'm now, what am I now? 25 miles or so out of Hot Springs. But anyway, yeah, 50%. So the ones that are left are hiking. They're covering pretty big distances. Like my goal is 18. It's kind of what these guys are doing, Tree and Renz. The girls started like a mile closer, but their goal is to do 18 also. But that ridge up there on top, that kind of whacked all of us. None of us expected that. And so it was harder than we expected. So we're all thinking about maybe stealth camping a little short if there's a good spot by some water. So there's the update. couple of folks that I met, and the big accomplishment of 300 miles. That feels good. I guess the next one would be 500. Well, you got to go through 400 to get to 500. So we'll celebrate that too. You know what? We might even celebrate 325 just for the heck of it. Or how about this? 333.3. That's a milestone. Let's celebrate that. Maybe eat a Cliff Bar together. What do you think? Well, this is an interesting little spot. Nothing really quite like this on the AT. Let me spin the camera around. Nothing's been like this on the trail so far. This has gone through a couple of balds, but this is different. So it's nice. The dirt is soft and nice. Did I mention that I'm tired? It's been kind of a long day. Look at what I get to do. So there was a bypass trail. Uh-oh. Just like the last one, that means it's a big ridge walk. Lots of rocks. It is 4:30, almost 4:30. So here we go. Let's do this thing. Let's get to camp. All right, here I am at mile 304 something, point 3, I think. Stealth campsite, just right alongside the trail. I looked all around for the flattest piece of ground, and that was about it. I'm going to have to shim up my sleeping pad with my backpack and probably some clothes to get it fairly flat. But you know what? Wow, I am tired. The 4 folks that I met back at the last shelter, the other thru hikers, they haven't even come through here. I was in front of them, and so I'm guessing they stopped shorter, but I don't know where. Anyway, here's the little tiny water source. I'm coming up here to get a couple liters, and guess what I'm going to do? Cook my supper and get ready for bed. Wow, it's been awesome being with Halo and the kids, but been staying up late and still getting up kind of early. So man, I am shot. Those big old rocks and boulders were difficult. They were super fun. I think today may be one of my favorite stretches of the whole trail, but it wasn't without challenges, that's for sure, which that's what makes it rewarding, makes it fun. So here we go. Beautiful spot. Yep, here we go. Camp out and cook supper and go to sleep. That's my thoughts for the day. Exhausting, heavy pack. Just, yep, 16 miles, and my shin feels pretty decent. My feet are tired. Everything's tired right now. So let me tell you in the morning how things are feeling. You know what, guys? I'm so thankful that you're getting something out of this. I'm enjoying talking to you. I'm glad that you're able to watch and come along, and so it really means a lot. Thanks for all the encouraging words and comments. Look forward to just getting to know you all even better as we go along this whole journey together. Thanks so much, and God bless. Sorry, one more thing. Let me just show you how people rig these leaves up to take advantage of the water source. So, little pool right there, and it's trickling down into my bag. So there you go. That's how that works.